told you I would be. My system's acting up, and I had a few things I had to do anyway. So this is a continuation of the previous live stream that I was just doing and it would show up on the earlier YouTube video.
I have a question.
So let me go ahead and just show everyone the rest of the classes. Alright, so last we left off with this move. So the Shadow Hunter is supposed to actually, while you're using your bow, it's supposed to periodically mark an enemy, and then if you hit that, when you hit that enemy with your attacks or whatever, it'll cause them to basically, what's the word I want to use? Basically, it deals increased damage when you hit them. Well, this move activates it. Gives you like a specialty thing. So what the move actually says is, apply Shadow Mark to all nearby enemies, empowers the Shadow Hunter's next Radiant Arrow, increasing its damage, doubling critical damage, and causing it to knock enemies back. Now obviously we've already gone over the fact that this character, the Shadow Marks aren't working. They have not fixed the issues with it. So that's something that will be hopefully upgraded in the future. Now, I did want to show this in the club world because it did spawn me in here. This was our rail system, the mag rails. We use this one to speed up and get up top to here. Now, you do move very slowly.
I'll be back.
That's why they have the mouse. Once you're on a mag rail. This one actually takes you back down, but I decided, hey, why not make it fun, and we'll do a... make it feel like you're sliding into a pool of water. So that's what I did. So, next up, let's go back to our original world that we were in. That level 1 world. And finish going over. And I do apologize for anyone listening to my live stream right now because of new mother in the background.
You can mute noob, you know.
I can't because if I leave, it'll leave the live stream.
I could kick noob for right now.
I can't kick him.
What?
I'm the only one that has the ability to kick him, I'm pretty sure. Plus, if you kick him, he will come back in. So on to our next class. It's the Ice Sage. Honestly, I'm not a fan of the Ice Sage. And I know CODL is going to be like, the Ice Sage is awesome.
No.
I'm not a fan of it. Doesn't mean it's not cool. But for fighting style, it's actually one of the weaker characters and one of the more annoying characters. I see it as more of a troll character for the fact of, one, this character itself will actually do, so it does this. Basically, its first attack, it shoots just ice. Second attack, it drops down a thing of ice. Not bad. Can do some good damage. Okay? The Ice Sage's basic attack kills enemies, slowing their movement speed. Additionally, Ice Sages can walk across ice without slipping. Good thing. A pretty good thing, though. Frozen Ward increases the movement speed, damage, and attack speed of the Ice Sage. Any damaging attack that would do more than 10% of the Ice Sage maximum health is absorbed, breaking the Frozen Ward. And I do apologize, I am eating. So, don't be offended by my crunching. Alright, so last up is called the Big Chill. Freezes and damages all enemies around the Ice Sage for 3.5 seconds. Any damage done to frozen enemies is applied when they thaw. So basically, if you're in a really high world, and you freeze an enemy, someone else kills the enemy, and let's say they kill it on first hit, but you just froze it, it could end up taking 3.5 seconds for that enemy to thaw and actually get the kill. So it is kind of trollish, like I said. It is kind of a troll move. It can come in handy in shadow dungeons, because the enemies there are stronger, and it can also come in handy against sky paladins, who are very good at hurting. But in my honest opinion, I prefer the Shadow Hunter for that, because the Shadow Hunter stuns them and they still take the damage. It just stops them from being able to move. So it does come in handy better. I'm not going to go over that class very much because obviously not that big. Next up, you did get to see a little bit of this class earlier. And I actually got to go back to my ice sage because I forgot to take his weapon away.
And show the attacks.
So let me go on to the next one.
I'm not showing the attacks.
No, I'm not going to show them. It's not a big thing, honestly. Because I don't really have any. I only have one of the attacks anyway, and I can't do the other two, and it's not a good character. It's not that great, in my opinion. I'll show it on a later thing when they update the system and allow us to have the actual class creation. Then I'll do it more when I have all the classes and I've leveled them up some. So, but here's the next one. The Pirate Captain. Ooh, pirates. Basically, you shoot. So, your character abilities are Plunderbuss. Attacking enemies cause them to drop doubloons, which generate energy and increase the damage of any active First Mate turret. Okay? Next up, First Mate. First Mate. The pirate's First Mate, the little birdie, mans a turret that attacks enemies. Each time First Mate is used, it can be upgraded by picking up doubloons. Next up, Pretend Pirate. Throw down a booby trap decoy that enemies will attack. It's actually a crappy one because it gets defeated quickly if there's a lot of enemies. Plus, it doesn't do as much damage. But the First Mate is a really good one because you can stand back, get on like a tower or something, throw it down, and if you can work your character just right, you can shoot from afar. If you can do it just right and build up the doubloons, making that First Mate stronger and stronger.
And your face.
Last is Man of War summons an extra powerful Man of War turret, which lobs explosive shells that deal damage over a small area. It's okay, but honestly, I like the pirate one, but I like this better. Because,
ARC.
come on, a little bird.
Don't interrupt him.
A little bird sitting on a turret shooting for you, come on. Who wouldn't want to see that? Now, here's a bit of trivia for everyone. There's some trivial information. There are two characters that have familiars that fly with them, or that go around with them. And can anyone guess those two? I'll give you 10 seconds. For anyone who may have guessed it, good job. If you didn't, here's the answer. The answer is the Dracolate and the Pirate Captain. They have little animals that fly next to them for the missions when you're fighting. Now, let me go ahead and change my class again, and I'll show you as I go through. Technically, the Tomb Raider, it does kind of have the familiars because it has the little minions, but they're not constantly there, so they don't count, in my opinion. Last but not least, now, so in the original game on the computer, the PC version of this character always, I repeat, always. Now give me 1 second. I gotta get my weapon back. So this character always you started off with. So basically, when you started the game, you started with this character every time. And then you would get a class coin to select a new character. Now, basically, now they've changed that, so when you start a new game, you don't get this character right off the bat. You just basically get a... what's the word I want to use? You basically end up getting a like another version, but it's not something. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show everyone. This is Dragon Ascension. Okay, this is what I get for leveling up my dragons the way I did. So, this class is our warrior class, or knight class. So his first one, the knight's basic attack deals extra damage after being struck by an enemy. So another tank-like class. Smash damages, knocks back, and briefly stuns all enemies in a cone in front of the knight. Charge launches the knight forward, dealing damage in an area. And Iron Will. Okay, Iron Will fully heals the knight and reduces incoming damage by 75% for 10 seconds. So basically, you're about to go down because you're in a really hard dungeon. You activate it. Not this one, but you would activate Iron Will. Boom, you're instantly full health, and you take reduced damage for 10 seconds, which allows you to have some time to fight. Now, obviously, cooldown is a big thing with this. So, honestly, if you're working at using Iron Will as one of your main abilities with the knight, I highly suggest adding cooldown. Now, for the knight, attack speed, physical damage, and health are really good, along with cooldown. Cooldown's another really good one, and energy. You really want energy. So here's the first ability, the cone attack, the one attack, boom. Here's the second, it's literally a forward charge. You got your attack, and now I don't have the Iron Will, so I can't show it to you, but this is basically him. Now, in this game, you have multiple levels. I know you probably see it up in the right-hand corner. It says Knight, Trial, then it'll say Mastery. So you got two levels. You got your Mastery level, and then you've got your actual character level. So your Mastery level changes. So in this game, as you go up Mastery levels, you unlock things. So when you first start the game, you'll get your first class, and then as you go up a certain number of levels, you unlock new cubits, crafting keys. Okay. The Shadow, which is a pretty good one. A class coin when you hit level 20 or mastery rank 25, gets you another class, and then it just kind of builds up. So I'm actually going to go ahead and try to go to the store, see if it'll let me. And it doesn't look like it's going to let me. As you can see, it's got the continual loading. Usually, if I get that, it doesn't let me. I'll sit for a bit and see if it'll let me. If it doesn't, then I'll leave. Then I just won't worry about it till later. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna load.
Can you help me with something?
What do you need help with?
I need help with those dragon coins. I don't know how to use them. Because I have 106 mushroom chunks. I have 12 dragon coins, and I don't know what to do with them.
Alright, when I tell you to, teleport to me.
Okay.
And it looks like I might have to end the live stream a little early and restart it back up because I think my game just crashed. Yes, it does look like my game did just crash. So to all my live streamers, I am sorry. I will have to end this video a little short, and I will start it back up in a few seconds once I can restart the game back up.